What up YouTube? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sherry. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really glad you're here. Today I have for you the next installment number 3 in my Rawking EVERY Palette series. And today I will be doing an eye look with the Lorac Mega Pro 3. Now I was sitting here looking at this palette feeling completely uninspired, and I just don't know what it is about these palettes that makes me feel that way. Maybe it's too much, or maybe it's too much of the same. I don't know. I was like just kind of looking over the colors thinking, okay, I could put this and this together, or this and this together, and it just seemed very underwhelming to me. But I'm still going to give it a try. I told you I was going to rock every palette. I was going to make a decision about if it was something I should keep from a collector's standpoint or from a I really like this palette standpoint. Before we get started, I would appreciate it if you would hit that thumbs up button and also subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my uploaded videos. I would really appreciate that. Alright, so with no further ado, let's see what I can come up with this Lorac Mega Pro 3. Alright, to begin, since I'm wearing this color that has some rose and mauve in it, I kind of thought I would go with that direction. There aren't many of those kind of shades, but it's just one of those things with these kind of shadows, you just can't really tell what it's going to look like till you get it on your eye. To me, this shade right here called Tan has a little bit of a mauve or rosy undertone, so I'm going to go into that as my transition shade. I forgot to say that I was using a BH Cosmetics 101 blender brush for that. Next I'm going to move down to Dusty Mauve, and that's going to be in my upper crease, and I'm going to use my ABH A25 brush for that. But I think that we should just try. Girl, we could be somebody. Don't know what your past like, but I met you in a past life. You're not just anybody. And I'll go back in and blend it out with the beginning brush. You don't ask for too much. You're busy, I get it, but with me or with it, I miss you, girl. We be like the same thing, so why are you? Next, I'm going to go into the shade Eggplant right here. I'm going to use a Morphe M507, which is a tiny little blending brush. I'm going to go back in with the previous brush to blend this out. A little bit further with the beginning brush just to really diffuse it. Next I'm going to take my MAC 242S and go into Pink Cream and use this as my brow bone highlight. That looks super powdery, so yeah, I'm glad I tapped it off. I really prefer to start with the brow bone color, but for some reason I just can't seem to remember to do it because it's not the same as my ordinary process. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Alright, I'm going to take my MAC 242 and my finger and go into this shade called Toll. And use that for the inner portion of my lid. That's one thing I'm finding with the so-called shimmers in these palettes, because I've done a look with 1, 2, and now this is my 3rd one, that it almost doesn't even look like a shimmer, and that bothers me. And even if I wet my brush, it still doesn't show up as a shimmer. And it's like, why advertise 2 rows of mattes and 2 rows of shimmers? And maybe this is a satin, but I don't really see anything else that's light. Maybe Kava. Maybe I'll try that instead. It looks a little bit lighter. That's the other thing that's confusing. I think that's going to work a little better. That's the other thing that's confusing, is the colors in the pan don't really translate the same onto the eye, and that's probably why I stay confused with these palettes and just am not sure if it's something that I'll ever even reach for. I'm going to go in with Tulle again just to make sure that we kind of have the same base. And then Kava. I don't know why they look shimmery on this side. And yesterday, or a couple days back, when I used another palette, but I used a wet brush on the shimmer part, it didn't make any difference. And so I don't really want to go that route today, just because I don't think it's going to make a difference. I'm just kind of smoothing that. Now I'm going to take this little detailer brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to go into Snow. That's the only one that I think will be light enough to show on my inner corner. And it's kind of the same thing here. It looks powdery, but it doesn't look shimmery. I think it's given me a little bit of brightness, but I like shimmer there. But I don't think there's anything else here that would work in that capacity. It's giving me a little brightness, but not as much as I want. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and get a really small fluffy brush. I'll take this Wayne Goss number 20. I'm going to go into Tan and Dusty Rose together to use that for my lower lash line. And I think I said Dusty Rose, but it's Dusty Mauve. And then I'm just going to go into Dusty Mauve alone, because the colors just didn't look like they were matching up to me at all. Just experimentation, folks. That white color seemed like it came down way too far. And stuck. You guys are ever wondering where I'm looking? I always look in my big lighted mirror. It's kind of from a distance. I can really see, like, from a different perspective, if things look even and in the same spot. I do want to kind of fade this. I didn't really blend that after I put it there, just so those colors kind of fade into each other. Alright, well, that's it, folks. Let me go put on some lashes and mascara and all that stuff and see what it looks like after the fact. I'm not sure about it. I mean, it's perfectly fine. It doesn't look terrible. I definitely don't have to be worried about going out into public, but I'm not like overjoyed about it. But anyway, this is what I have. And this is what I've been talking about with the Norvina. It's the reason why I've been so thrilled. And some people are very underwhelmed with it, but I'm so thrilled because for months and years and however long, I've been buying palettes with colors that look like this, but they always come off brown, just like this Dusty Mauve. To me, instead of being rosier, it looks brown. But if I wasn't trying to do looks with just these palettes exclusively, I would have pulled this in. This would have been my, like, right, if I would put that around the outside of this, I think it would be super beautiful. But you just get to the point where it's like, when is there going to be a palette that is all-inclusive? And I think the Jaclyn Hill palette was the closest that I've ever gotten to a palette that I felt had everything I needed in it, except for a matte brow bone highlight. That's the only thing it's missing. And you know, other than that, I think, wow, there's a billion things you can do with this, and it has everything that you need, and you don't just sit there and stare at it and think, I don't know what to do with this. You stare at it and think, I don't know how to narrow down the possibility to decide what I'm going to do today. So that's what I like about it. But like I said, I need to decide what lashes I'm going to use. I'm getting ready to go out and run errands and just to do some last minute back to school purchases. So I don't really want to have ginormous lashes that are uncomfortable. So I think I'm going to go grab my Christina Wispies. And actually I'm leaving to go put all this on and I'll be back. But I'm going to put on Christina Wispies. Be back in a bit. I am back. It always amazes me what some liner and lashes can do. And I actually, now that it's all put together, I kind of am enjoying the softness of this. Like, I don't often have a subtle look or a soft look because I always go ham. I can't seem to stop myself. And so this is pretty and I like it. So I'm happy with it. I'm going to go in with my Buxom Hush lip liner. It's a plump line lip liner. And then I'm going to go over it with Buxom Victoria lip gloss. It's matches up with my eyes well, and it's got a little bit of shimmer in it, so I think it'll be pretty. I'm going to fill in my whole lip with this. When I wear a gloss, I always like to fill in my whole lip with lip liner so that there's a base for it to hang on to. But I think that we should just try. Girl, we could be somebody. Don't know what your past like, but I met you in a past life. You're not just anybody. It's gotta be a catch, right? 'Cause I know. You don't have to. All right, folks, that's it. I think this is a nice added touch. It matches up well, and it's really also a pretty soft, subtle color. So here is it up close and personal for you. I think there's a nice color gradient, and I think it's nice and soft and just feminine and pretty, so I ain't mad at it. So that is the look that I came up with the Lorac Mega Pro 3. I still don't know how I feel about these. I guess maybe I'll make an assessment as a group with all four, but I don't know that I will, like, still, if given a choice, I don't know if I will still reach for them. Like, I don't know if I will reach for them. Maybe the fact that I've actually made some really pretty looks with them, maybe they will become an everyday thing where it's like, that's a no-nonsense, that's an easy look, let me grab that. Maybe I will. We'll just have to wait and see how it pans out. But that is installment number 3 of my Rawking Every Palette series. I hope you guys don't get sick of this. I'm using a different palette every time, so I don't really see how you could, but it's whatever. Alright guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, take care and God bless. Bye guys. today I have what did I do with the palette? What did I do with the palette?